Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
The Podcast Playground. Hooray!
You are now entering the Whose House podcast.
God damn, man. Yo, this guy's going in today, man. Yo, onesie, man. What's up with
come on, man. This is real New York right here, man.
John Salley?
100%. 100%.
He's from the Mecca, man.
I'm looking on your list. You don't have Chaos, so I know he's gonna be listening.
We got
that was my artist from Canada.
Oh, let's download that.
Yeah,
let's get that going.
KOS.
Yeah.
Kevin's original sound, Knowledge of Self.
A word.
1995 music artist of the year. You know, Drake walked up to me and said, "I got unbelievable respect for you, legend." I thought he was talking basketball. He was talking that when I got in Canada. I was banging on Puffy and them door going, "You gotta hear these guys." They wasn't listening. So blessed up to Drake for.
Damn, so you was in the six.
For what they
crazy.
did back to the Cold Crush. Yeah, man. I did that. I was funny. Zulu, hope all is well with him, man. I bought up the Jungle Brothers and everything. I bought up. I have what's the name? Faith.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was bringing everybody to Toronto. I was like, yo, I got a check.
Shit.
Yo.
I got bags for everybody. And I supposed to have been throwing hook shots. Instead, I was throwing parties on Sunday nights at Atlantis.
Real New York nigga, man.
That's a real New York motherfucker right there. They always show out, man. They always kill whatever.
Flossy, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
He's from the floss.
He started that shit.
But you know that's what it is. Everywhere you go, he makes his presence.
I know what I'm doing.
Don't give me no invoice after you do this mix, man. I can't afford you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just making sure these guys get spins and get their money. But we'll find Chaos. We'll put that on.
Of course. You know I shall. You know what I'm saying?
Play, God rest in peace, my best friend Heavy D.
Of course.
We got to play some Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff.
Yo, go through it, man. You mix it, man. I'm chilling.
Now that Will Smith apologized, we could play that shit.
Oh, you played before? Hip hop y'all would have played it that day.
Nah, you know what's crazy?
Smack or no smack?
All summer you always hear summertime on ads, commercials.
Yeah.
They wasn't playing that on nothing, man.
Yeah, let's play Summertime before it's over,
man.
Oh yeah, well shit. Smack or no smack. I'll still play that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got to. Man.
I don't want him smacking me either. I be seeing that nigga in fucking Miami.
What would you have done if he smacked you? Would you have reacted on that moment right then and there?
John Salley was on stage with me. I probably would have just had to smack him. You know what I'm saying?
I would have did it exactly like Chris Rock.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Chris Rock did exactly what was supposed to be done. Seriously, think about it. He said, "Greatest night on television." He is part of history of the greatest night on television. He shook it off, and he read the teleprompter like it didn't happen.
Wow.
And he handed Questlove his Oscar like it didn't happen. And he walked off stage and he kept it going. And Chris is like, you know what? Kept it going. I salute Chris, and I salute Will. I love Will, and I salute both of them. But I think Chris Rock did. Anybody else saying anything else they're whack anyway. It didn't happen to them.
Do you think he was counting the money when he got smacked? He probably counted the money like,
nah,
I'm paid now.
Brooklyn kid, he looked at it like, all right, old boy was able to get this far, and he felt I overstepped. All right, I'll handle it later. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got one. Yeah. You know that back in the day you used to fight, right? And then you get up if you lost. You okay? I'll see you again. You know.
Yeah, I think
nowadays they shoot you.
You don't want to do that.
You don't see either of them ever again.
Nah, like John said, I think it's gangster that he was able to keep his composure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the midst of all that, everyone says what they would have done, but when you're in that moment, it's like that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I think the way Will did it too, by literally taking time to himself. If you read his book, bro, which I have, it's unbelievable.
Oh, I got to read that.
You got to read Will Smith's book. I'm not an apologist for him. He apologized for himself, right? To the right person, to Chris. And this book shows, man, no one has the, I guess, the integrity or loyalty or commitment that Will Smith has, like what he's been dealing with his entire life. You know, he was out on that raft, man, of perfection.
It gotta be stressful to be this guy, man, Will Smith, man.
But he had, he got other stuff he had to deal with, and he faces it face on. So I love Will Smith.
Well, keep it going, man. We're gonna be right back, man.
Yeah.
Follow John Salley. Shout out your Instagram. So
John Salley, Salley. It's the one with the blue check.
How much you charge to DJ these like fucking events?
I usually
charge $50,000, like 60,000.
I got $45,000 to do something during one of the crypto joints.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is real money out there.
Can I manage you, yo?
I think I managed to get it myself, boo. But you know what I'm saying? But
TJ Who Kid, the manager.
The manager. What else? You're Haitian. You only take 5 jobs, not 10.
I'm gonna be booking John Salley, man. He killing it today, man. Let's sit back and relax, man. Call your whore, man. You gotta keep up with her, man.
Yeah, I got to, man.
All right, call your bitch. I call my fucking 2 bitches.
Kind of scared to call around John, man. Taking niggas hoes.
I don't let the bitches come up here.
It's because I'm nice.
They jumping shit.
He's taking niggas hoes, man.
That's the New York Nick way. You know what I'm saying?
I won't choke them till they die, just till they catch breath.
Yo, Salley, man, who do you think could go at Busta Rhymes in the verses, man? I know you're doing a Busta mix right now because you respect this man.
More than he knows, right?
Yeah.
Big up, blessed up, brother.
Yo, copped out. Yeah.
The biggest Jamaican. I was just sitting there. So if we were to take Busta's stuff against any other rapper, the problem is Busta is such the best lyricist and has done songs, like I just said, 1988, right?
Yeah.
34 years ago, right? Something like that. Like, right after KRS, 91, so that'd be 29 years, and been doing it for 29 years. This song's Busta probably have to read the lyrics to. So I don't think anybody that can compare and get to it. I really don't.
And they shouldn't even do the speed thing. Why you got to be like another fast rapper? Somebody that could be the caliber of Busta Rhymes need to go against Busta Rhymes. I don't care about speed.
I think it was
he's in a class.
That was his whole thing. Even like his music videos was just like on some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
First. He's always been first.
Yeah.
So when you're first at something, think about it. They're wearing their hair like Busta used to wear it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right. So in the early 2000s. Busta was doing that. Now everybody's doing it. The outfits that people are saying, he dressed like Wakanda.
Shit too.
He wore that. Yeah, when he did the video with Janet Jackson, his stuff was off the chain, and he didn't mind being animated. So I like people who extend themselves. So that's big up to Busta.
Big ups.
Yeah, and then he got so many hits. Shout out to John Salley's really going to get today. I don't have to work, man. John, man, you're fired, John. Let's get rid of this, John. Let's switch to John, man.
I've got some value.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Hey, Boxer John, man.
Yo.
See if you can download some KOS, because they play this in Canada. He plays Sirius, goes to Canada, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
We're all over Canada.
So KOS, Kevin. I still love him. Even he signed with Capitol.
You got a song. Like,
put out a couple of records,
John,
a couple of albums, went worldwide.
Our John needs exactly which song you want to play, man. Give him the title, man.
Some guidance.
I would say "Runaway." You can find it.
Have that shit ready, John.
Yeah, let's see what.
Before I fucking BT this studio, man, I'm gonna get your ass out of here. I'm gonna have an all urban fucking show, man. You're here because you have to be here. You have to have one white guy everywhere.
Let's see if you got any early Kendrick Lamar when he was K-Dot.
Of course, I leaked all that shit.
Michael Jordan, bitch.
Shout out to Hardin, Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.
That's the deal. Yeah,
that's a hard beat to
I know
spaz on, man. You can't just pick that beat and just be bullshit, man.
Yo, I'd sit there and this is how crazy my life was. I would when I first heard him, I got to the locker room, and I always had a box with me. I was like, y'all got to hear this kid. I had a tape, and they were like, yeah, okay, what's so special? I was like, dog, he's from Canada.
He's kicking ass.
And they were like, what do you mean by that? I said, did you think this was going to come out of Canada? And the blessing was, as he said, in Canada, you listen to all music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You listen to Pakistani music, Indian music, and see, thank you for all you Pakistanis and Indians. I'm happy that I separated y'all.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
And then you listen to things from England. I just always thought, I just always thought it was like a real melting pot.
Real melting,
so
yeah. Because they always say Toronto's more of a melting pot than New York because of how much more easier it is to get citizenship. So a lot of immigrants go over to Canada.
Right. Yeah.
And there's a bigger melting pot of culture.
And they got their neighborhoods. But when you're downtown Toronto, you don't feel any prejudice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. When I first got there to the Toronto Raptors, and please no one think that I don't know there's prejudice everywhere, but you don't feel it as the way you do in America. Mm-hmm. When I got there, I see these, I'm in the club, and I'm looking around. It's a bar, and I see these brothers, and I get close enough to them to hear what they're talking about, and then you're going to jump in the conversation. They're talking about hockey. So I thought, y'all just doing that because I'm standing here. They were a real hockey league with all black folks in it. And then I found out about black ice. In 1995, I found out black people originated hockey. Wow. I had 95. And now when you hear it, you're like, oh, wow. And it's 2022, right? I don't know
crazy.
I'm a time traveler, so I don't sometimes know where I am.
I just learned that shit from
Salley.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, the slaves.
Yo, my whole thing in Canada, right, in Toronto especially, people go crazy over, like, ketchup chips.
Oh, really?
You ever notice that?
No, I didn't realize that. No.
Yeah, some girl offered me like some ketchup chips with a Bloody Mary. I was like, what the fuck was all this ketchup, man? Like, I got ketchup in my drink and ketchup in my food. What the fuck?
You sure she wasn't from she wasn't Haitian and she was doing some root on you? KOS is a Trini too. He's a Trinidadian.
Oh, shout out to the Trinis, man.
Yeah, definitely.
They know how to party.
They do.
I thought it was mayo. I thought they fuck with mayo.
No, that's Amsterdam.
That
is Amsterdam.
They put, like,
which is
nasty.
When I ate dairy products, and my parasite used to tell me it was good, I used to like it. Now that I got rid of that parasite and I realized I don't eat cow milk, I don't suck cow
None
titties.
of that stuff, yeah.
So why would I drink the milk?
I got cow titties the other day.
Yeah, that's some nastiness. So now that I don't do that, I don't see it the same way, but I used to love it.
But hold on, do you feel like there was good food in Amsterdam?
If you're not a vegan, when I got there, it was one of the most amazing. If you're going to eat the cuisine, there's so many places you can eat now, especially in Europe. There's the Middle East is going. If you ever feel any kind of way, you can always go get falafel.
Oh yeah,
and that's always gonna be good if you eat like me. But when I was in Amsterdam, man, I don't know. The girls was like 5'11" and 5'10", and they were all 6'1", 6'2".
I was in love out there a few times.
Yeah. Well, I went with my wife, right? I went with my wife, and we went walking down the red light district, and she was like, "I would pay to watch you kick it with what the girls in the glass in my line was so unbelievable." I kept thinking they got to be aliens, and they're from an island called Suriname, which is down by.
They bad as hell.
Yeah,
not that bad.
Yo, I done went nasty.
The funny thing about the red light districts, like when you get let out, you're like let out to the public. So like everyone's like, I saw what you was doing.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you jealous? You ain't got $300.
Yeah, man. There's this little narrow ass like alleyway.
Oh my God, that's
you've
crazy.
Ever been in that shit?
Yeah, I've been in that.
So it's like it's narrow because once you go in, you're not supposed to turn back. So it's like you got to keep going.
Yeah, it's like one direction with the people.
Yeah, it's like one direction. So like you're just
gotta see it through, my boy.
You gotta see it through, my boy. And then at the end of this shit's a fucking brothel, man. It's like the fuck.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, man.
And it was funny because everybody was looking at the glass windows. No one was saying, "What are you doing here?" Like some of the dumbest things. Like I'll be in Vegas, right? I'll be at a club or I'll be in a strip joint, and somebody go, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, I'm looking for your mother." "What do you mean?" "Your mom's is somewhere around here. She told me to come get her as soon as I found your dumb ass."
That's such a great witty comeback, man. That's amazing.
Oh, I have.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Don't turn your face when you say it. Say it. Make sure that they ain't locked up to throw a right hook on you.
That's pretty witty. You know, one time in Brooklyn, my dad, we were at Junior's.
Oh,
and the waiter was from Trinidad, but my dad just assumed he was Haitian.
Right.
So my dad always does that. So he started speaking Creole to the guy, and he's like, "Yo, what made you think I was Haitian?" And my dad was like, "'Cause you're ugly." And I was like, "Yo, that was the best way to respond to that."
Oh, I'm stealing that.
The guy didn't know how to react. He was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
that's kind of funny."
I'm
Actually,
spitting
like,
on your cheesecake.
Yeah, we didn't get dessert.
Your Haitian dad would say some shit like that. Your fucking father's crazy, man.
I always say, we don't know where you're from now. Before, if I saw you, you'd be like, "Oh, you from Philly?" Yeah, how you know? I see where your hair's cut. You know what I'm saying? The way you wear your jeans. Oh, you got on platinum. Where you from? You from Harlem? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you wearing all gold. You from Brooklyn? Oh, yours is tucked in. You definitely from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? We knew where you were from, but now, you know, I don't know a trap artist from a drill artist from
Like
artists in England. Like
Yeah.
everybody got the same swag
Yeah.
because of the internet, because of what we didn't let the culture, you know, literally went throughout the world and everyone grabbed it. When I was in Japan, not bragging, but I was in Japan, and I went down this alley, you know, looking at the little clothes, and I went to Marcy. It was a store called Marcy, and they only play Jay-Z.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Outside, and only sell hip-hop streetwear.
That's
But
fire.
it's called Marcy. And I was sitting around, I was like, Jay don't even know this. You know what I'm saying? He has no idea that he is like on the mind constantly in Japan. I heard some young girls the other day in England, and they were talking. They said, "Well," he said, "I like this guy." No, they were here. I think they were in Montana. He was like, "Yeah, I like Jack Harlow, but you know, I like old hip hop." Like what? And they started doing the Wu-Tang.
Wow.
I know, so tripped out, man. And I said, that's the kind of stuff. It's places you're not even going to see. And once again, not bragging, I did a documentary.
You bragging ass.
I'm not, because these are important things. Because when my podcast, you know, finally comes out, you're gonna see. So when I went to India to do a documentary called "The Missing Piece," Peace, and I got to meet the Dalai Lama. But I got to travel from New Delhi up to Dharamsala to where the palace was, and I almost didn't make it because so many times you can die on the road.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I kept thinking, I can't believe I'm gonna die in a truck with people I don't even know. And
that's some real talk though.
Yeah.
I've been out there.
Tell me about it.
It's like there's no roads.
There's no roads, son.
There's like 8 people on a bike. I don't even, that shit will make the news out here.
Eating,
it's like
eating like they're
there,
on the train. I'm gonna hit you when I finish this one thing. So I get there and I see these kids. I'm up in the mountains, and they see me and they're looking at me. They're not looking at me because they go, "Oh, you're John Salley. You play for this team." They're looking because I'm a tall black dude, and they have not seen that in this region of. So they're staring at me and they go, "Whoa, whoa!" And I said, "Yo, how you doing?" And they go, "Oh, American." Yeah, and they go, "Come." And I was like, "Where?" And they go to their car and they open the car and they turn the music up and it's Akon and Snoop. I wanna, hey, hip hop. And I was like, Snoop, I was listening to you and Akon in the mountains of India.
Like super like remote.
Yeah, and you know you
Not
wouldn't even
Mumbai,
know.
Not New Delhi.
No,
like I'm
I
talking
was
about
in the,
remote. Like
yeah, I'm telling you, it was at a point like there's a lot going on up in there.
Man.
There was like bulls in the street and people were moving. You know what I'm saying? It was.
and that song comes on.
Yeah, I said, wow.
Hip hop is powerful, man.
It is.
Yeah, it's got to be like $1 trillion business, man.
Yeah.
They're keeping that shit. It's keeping the value of that shit from us, man.
Yeah, man. Free my man, Young Thug, man.
Damn,
I
man.
say that. Like nice T-shirt.
Yeah.
Nice T-shirt.
And Gunna too, man. For you.
Yeah, Gunna. That's right. They didn't let Gunna out either.
They let it. It's like if you have a hit record or you're successful, you get locked up.
It's like
Shiesty, all of them. They're all locked up. Man.
They give them the summer off.
Oh, I guess that
Pretty
was
much.
it's like a forced vacation.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
it's like, yo, man. I'm tired. Well, hey, you want to go to St. Lucia? Yeah, we're gonna put you in jail in Atlanta. If you're really gonna be in St. Lucia. Yeah, I said no. I wish it was that easy. I also don't understand why they allow themselves to still get put in that position. It should be at a point now that none of the police or whatever should be able to say his lyrics have done this. I don't think. And the guy saying listen, Artist. By the time you get to artist, that's like bass on tag. I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I touch bass. Ooh, I'm free. It's just at that point.
I mean, the New York rap always been bragging. They've done this, done that, but there's no like specific information, like where the police could be like, well, he just shouted out when he killed this guy at 3:01 a.m. Like these guys are crazy, man. Why would you do that? Like,
just even think about Bobby Shmurda. Like, just caught a body about a week ago. Like that was a hook. Everybody was singing that shit.
Yeah, and Jay-Z did a song called A Week Ago.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
What was that thing that comedian said?
Which one?
He goes, yeah, they're going to really start getting people, and they should arrest Freddie Mercury and Queen. Because he said, Mama, I just shot a man. and no one says anything. You're not going to see me for a while. Like, I'm telling you, that to this day, still going and believe that stuff is, to me, can't be. I've been around rappers who are gangsters, and they quit. In order to do what they're doing, they quit. And if you don't know who they are, you figure it out. They quit being gangsters when they became rappers.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Speaking of people going to jail, man, unfortunately, Iman Shumpert got locked up.
Yeah, that's
at Dallas Airport.
That's the homie right there.
Yeah, it's a homie. 6.1 ounces of weed.
Yeah, that's a long time.
In
the state of Texas. See, this is another thing too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Texas is really strong on
I thought
cannabis.
it was like recreational in Texas.
Hell no.
No.
I smoked like a fucking crack
You were in
the other
Austin.
day.
Yeah, you were crazy.
You were in Austin.
What?
Oh, Austin?
You were in Austin.
I was in the South by Southwest.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
were in
Austin.
Austin.
Texas.
So you were in San Francisco.
Me and Lamar was smoking crazy crack over there.
Oh God, damn,
I'm
man.
joking. I'm
Come
joking.
on,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Don't
I'm
do
sorry.
it low like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking.
Austin is the San Francisco of.
Oh, so
Texas.
they're cool. So it's cool over
It's
there.
different.
Only over there.
Well, no. I'm trying to help y'all. Pick the states that it's okay in, that it's recreational, and only go to those states, and don't travel with cannabis. And this is the deal. I think it was a setup, so
of course
it might not have been his. It was in his backpack, but that time he put his bag down and was signing an autograph, somebody slipped it in there. That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that
me
too.
I think
but
that's
6 ounces.
Yeah, it's like I don't think that's just for one person. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
One ounce
What is
like
6 ounces? What
so
is
one
6
ounce is like
ounces?
28 grams, right? So
Right.
28 grams is like
Times 6.
times 6.
So it's that backpack. Well, it's not that backpack. It's 6 Ziploc bags.
So I can't have it for myself. Like I'm gonna turn up this whole weekend.
Not 6. If you had a joint, they would a certain amount you'd be able to get away with, but not in Texas.
Yeah.
In California, you can travel through California on because then the TSA are not looking for cannabis.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad.
That's always the worst, man. When you going somewhere, you don't know if they good or not.
You should take some vapes. Nope. Brittany Grant said, "Don't do that."
Because when we went to Cleveland, I left LA, went to Cleveland, brought some weed or whatever, and on the way back, they were checking my bag, and the TSA agent was like, "Hey, man, you can't be traveling with this." Like
on the way back.
On the way back, yeah. So going from Cleveland to LA, they were like tripping about it.
So he just threw it away.
He was like, "I'm gonna act like I didn't see it." He let me rock out with it.
So you didn't have edibles?
No, it was actually flour.
Let me teach y'all, okay?
Teach.
The best thing about cannabis is not addictive. So you don't have to have it where you go places. The difference with opioids is if you don't have your codeine, I'm just going to use that name and I don't care, you will feel pain in your body. So you don't have to really detox from weed. And if anybody says that's not true, okay, kiss my ass. You don't have to smoke. But if you need to, there's so many ways, and this is why this country is getting better every year, whether we know it or not, is they're loosening up on the stick being so far up their butt about something that's not true. They have to have the evidence that they feel, that reefer maniac that they put out there. When the research came back and realized that was all lies, and this is a really good plant for your body, the people who, in the Matrix, right, Orpheus says to Neo, he said, "I have to apologize to you. We usually don't wake people up after a certain age because their mind just won't let go."
Oh.
That's what happened. People's minds won't let go of reefer. They have been so indoctrinated and programmed when somebody says, oh, all that stuff they said about marijuana was a lie. We did that because you can grow it yourself and we couldn't make money off it. But you can have all the alcohol in the world and you can destroy your liver, your family, somebody else's life, drive, and you can do that. But we're not going to give you something that is good for you. Why would we do that?
Yeah,
we have hospitals we're trying to keep open.
Oh, man.
It's the truth.
Well, that was 5 slaps. And
No, it's a truth, though, because a lot of people will look down on you for smoking pot, but that person will be an alcoholic. I'm like, damn, man, like, what you're doing is actually worse for your body. You know what I mean? Like, what you're doing is more detrimental to your body, but is looked at as more acceptable, or, you know, more of the social thing to do.
Well, they got legalized. Once you legalize something, it's like, how do you get out of the mindset of like, you know?
My daughter and I own Deuces 22. Well, she's the CEO, so it's her brand. And we just did like I said, when you start seeing the shows that come out, I just decided to start my own platform and just put out the shows to destigmatize it. Pioneers do get the arrow, so we're not going to make as much money as somebody else behind me that realizes it, but we're willing to do that. And we're going to show all the different ways weed is made. And you get to see me smoke with my daughter, right?
That's fine.
21 years old, you would have a drink with your son.
Like wine and shit.
Right. Hey, son, let's have a couple of beers. Let's watch this. Let's get fat. Let's get ED going. And you know what? Your penis is going to stop working in 12 years. But here, have more beer for your penis not to work. So you can go through all of that, right? You can do that. But to sit around and they're going to say, well, all smoking is bad. What? When did you get that? And I said, okay, well, you should eat weed. And they go, huh? I go, well, it's a weed. You should eat it. Well, no one should eat weeds, except for dandelions, which kill things, except for kale, except for, it just don't, seaweed, what else? All the things that are good for you, they don't want you to put in your body. They don't want you to consume. So my show, Deuces 22, the Academy, we're just going to literally go everywhere. I got Zab Judah in it because he had some joint. We got to see how crystals were made. I went to where they growing the mushrooms that make you see life is fun.
Bring Mike Tyson over there.
Oh man, I think
he'll go crazy.
I think it's called the Mike Tyson, the machine.
Really?
Yeah, it's the best thing, like man. That. Mushrooms are one of the best things that ever happened in my life.
So I just actually tried mushrooms for the first time, but I tried it in the chocolate bar.
Oh yeah.
So I don't feel like I really got the full effect.
Yeah, you should just chew it, that mushroom.
Like raw.
Just the mushroom?
Yeah, somebody said, it doesn't taste good. I go, what are you talking about? You mean it doesn't taste like sugar? Yeah, well, that's another thing. Like, let's get past that. Or you can just put it in a tea and sit there. Okay. They got one called Penis Envy. It's
what?
Yeah, I grow it. It's a big one.
Yo, John, man, you can't order that.
Damn it.
Yeah, but
not this John.
There's one called Penis Envy. I always laugh.
Sorry, John.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
I mean that, John.
You got Penis Envy? You want some? Also, I did ayahuasca one time.
Oh, my
ayahuasca.
God. How was that?
And they just read today that Aaron Rodgers was on ayahuasca his MVP years.
Best season.
Best. Let me tell you something.
Yo,
when
crazy.
you open this is the deal. When you get out of the fact of your religious construct, out of your family construct, out of your total thought of gender thinking construct, when you get out of trying to fall in line to make them, whoever them may be, happy, and you find out who you are, ayahuasca pulls you out of your avatar. And I was able to look down at myself.
What?
And I was like, I'm going to see if I can make my body come over here. And I was like, get up and come over here. And I was watching myself walk around the fire from a different point of view.
What?
And I was like stumbling as I was like, am I putting this skin back on? It was so funny because to me, I was walking around me.
That's
I know
crazy.
It sounds crazy, but I swear this is what I remember. And the guy was like, Mr. Salley, we need you to come back in a circle. I was like, hell yeah, you do. I know how powerful I am. I just made my body get up. And I'm talking to this dude from my body,
what?
But from above. Not that I'm rising against it, but I was literally bigger than I was. which a lot of hoes used to tell me. You know what I'm saying? They say, you bigger than you thought you were. No.
See ya.
It got to fit the joke in. It doesn't fit. But but I literally saw that this is all fake. I know it sounds, you heard this before. What is that thing the guy said? He goes, money is fake. It's just a thing we made up so we don't kill each other when we want something to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's just paper in between us, right? Mm-hmm. It's not real. The only thing that's real is you were born and you're going to die. Everything in between is red line, game, do whatever you want. Man. I don't even believe in karma.
You just gave us the meaning of life, man.
Yo, that was some deep shit, man.
Just gave us the meaning.
I ain't going front. After hearing John talk about his experience, you know, I want to try it.
I'm going to try it too.
I want to try that shit.
Oh, for real?
We actually, you know, we watched Mike Tyson do shrooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we were all nervous as fuck.
No, he's going to be the nicest you can possibly be.
He was nice as hell, but when he got into his zone, Yeah,
but he was there.
He was there, though.
Let me tell you, man, I at first I was like, I don't know. You know, I was one of those people. Yeah, stay away from me. They used to tell me and Heavy D that we were, Mary J. Blige said, Heavy, you a wet towel. You know, you need a towel, but you don't need it wet. It's too heavy. You know what I'm saying? A wet towel. No one has use for a wet towel.
Yeah, that's hard.
I was like, damn. And I guess I used to be like that until I tried cannabis. And when I tried it, I went to my teammate the next day and I was like, y'all smoke that every night. Like I would play it until I was 45 if I knew I could eliminate the pain. I played till I was 32 and retired and went to Greece and played for 6 weeks. Because I wanted to see Europe. I had my third championship. I didn't need no more.
Yeah, you were good.
Yeah, but my coach was like, "Yeah, you got to come to practice in the morning."
Like,
dude,
yeah,
I didn't come in until 8. What are you going to talk about in practice that I hadn't talked about on the Lakers, on the Bulls, or like what's our conversation going to be?
You should bring your rings. You should bring your rings to this.
You should be like, yo, I should be coming to these.
Yeah, he was like, you step up on the pick. No, I ain't stepping up on shit, man. Yeah, like, no. Like I could not understand. He was literally trying to coach me like I was in college, and I was like, dude, I got children. They had curfew, and I said, what do you mean?
That's different.
What?
I said, yeah, curfew's at 11:30. I go, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Go nowhere.
And he goes, you have to be in your room at 11:30.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. He said, you're good? I said, yeah. You're gonna respect the curfew? I said, I am. 11:30, the guy came, knocked on the door. I said, you want to walk around? See? He goes, no, just got to make sure that you're here. He marks me off, and I walked out right behind him. He goes, oh, where you going? I said, you said I had to be here at 11:30. I ain't have to stay here. Like, I was here at 11:30. You see him alive. I'm in a country I've never been in. Move to the left. And then they were like, hey, you can't do that. I can find you. You can't find me. Then we would have team dinners, man, and on this side is the players, and on this side was the coaches, and I've never, since college. So they'd be over there, and they start smoking cigarettes after they play because they're in Europe, and then I pull out a cigar.
That is so weird, yo.
And I light up a cigar, and they'd be like, come here. You can't smoke in front of the players. I was like, what? Does Phil Jackson smoke cigars? Yeah, I bring them. Like, you're smoking a cigarette in front of the players. I said, what are you trying to hide them? We live in Europe. Like, this kid smoking right now on the plane. I'm telling you, once you get out of that construct, and let me tell you, it's important. My girl Julie Rott, her name is Julie Bass now, and she became a guru down in Costa Rica, and I think she moved over to Dominican Republic.
Okay,
and so it's important what guru, I call her a guru. What shaman? She became a shaman. How they mix it. Where they're getting it from, the intention they have on making it. It's not just like, I know how to do this. And
Can we link up with her? Can you hook us up with that?
I'm definitely going to hook it up. Yeah, because you also want to have the right people around you.
Yeah.
Where is it?
To have a good trip, right?
Where's it? Where's it at?
You said Costa Rica. That's
where I went last time.
Yeah.
Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, but he said she's in DR now.
She might be in DR now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go there. We still pay for $30 for bitches there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but can you?
$30?
Right.
Yeah.
That's Colombia.
They keep you on one side. They keep you on Colombia. Best place on the planet.
Best place
on the planet.
Shout out to Cartagena.
I always tell everybody.
And the kids that I might have over there.
Yeah. I always tell everybody, if I were to go back in time, and the reason I don't go back because I wouldn't have my daughters, and I love them. But if I were to go back in time, and with the mind I have now, one, I would have started yoga and Pilates way earlier.
Oh, wow.
I would never have practiced less than 5 hours a day or 4 hours. I would have only gone to Colombia and had 3 weeks. And then I would come back and go right back. That'd be the only place I would wild out.
Colombia.
I love it over there.
That's all I'm saying. That's the only place I would go. I'm gonna get, I love Trinidad.
We gotta get John to go to Colombia with us.
I love Trinidad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Real bad boys move in silence. Biggie was trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, he was. He was.
All right, I got to get out of here, man.
We're both getting out of here, man. Shout out to monkeypox, man. Hopefully that shit don't get serious, man.
Yeah,
man.
You ready for that? You ready for that, man?
Yeah, man. I'm and I saw it. I think it's real, and I didn't really get chicken pox.
Oh no.
And then when my daughter got it, I had to get that vaccine, which is, so you don't get chicken pox. And I think it's the same vaccine that they're giving people now is the vaccine you get when you're trying not to get chicken pox.
Oh, man.
Or the smallpox. I feel, bless out to everyone doing that. It looks like it hurt. It looks like it hurt. And, I don't look good with bumps all over my body. Not at all.
No way, man. Well, on that note, let's get out. You got to be scared right now.
Mask up and mask down.
I did all the work today. I did all the work.
Yeah. You gave us all the information.
Boy,
you gave us the meaning of life. You mixed
man.
it up. You blessed it with chaos.
Thank you for finally having me on.
Yeah, you come on anytime.
Usually it's just porn stars on here talking about it.
Yeah, you missed that. That's next week.
Yeah, don't come next week.
No pun intended.
Hey, yo.
Shout out to Hardin, Las Vegas, the best dispensary in the world.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.